Hey everyone, today we will cover the Q&A of the first module, which was how to shortlist a bunch of startup ideas. So in the first module, we covered how you can go about from dozens or a multiple of idea that you generated down to the 2 or 3 ideas. So everyone, we had used a very simple yet very powerful approach, that is offline and online approach. So let's begin with a Q&A of the first module. So the first question which I have here from the Raghav, that is there any reason to be worried that the idea could be stolen while we are doing offline or a digital campaign? That's Raghav, first of all, that's a very, very innocent question. Please remember, whatever the idea you thought of, I guarantee you, someone else would have also thought of it. And that someone is not just one person. There are thousands of it. So please do not ever fall in love with the idea. So everyone, let's move to the next question. Next question is by Amit Sinha. How do you know if the idea we have came up with is following a real trend or just a temporary or a fake trend? First of all, Amit, it's a very interesting question. So let's firstly understand the meaning of real or a fake trend. So the fake trend means people buy a product or services, but they do not talk about it. Let's understand by taking some example. For example, herbal cigarettes. People end up buying it, but they never talk about it, right? Next is the VR. You know that when at the time of the COVID, VR was trending, but now you see no one talks about it, right? Some other examples like pet clothing, herbal or Ayurvedic weight loss product. So these couple of products which I just named, guys, these comes under the fake trend. So what is the real trend? So the real trends are those where the new technology platform emerges and early adopters used it obsessively, guys, and they tell their friends how much they love that particular product or services. For example, iPhone, a ChatGPT, or any of the social media platform which you use every day, etc. So now coming to the question, how you will know that your idea is falling under real trend category or a fake trend category? So answer is simple. You need to constantly talk to your customer and you need to trust your guts. Moving to the next question. So third question is from Ramya here. Ramya asked, people show interest in many things until they have to pay. For one of my idea, many people have marked interest in the event, but when it comes to buying, they never show up. First of all, it's a valid question and you're absolutely right, Ramya. But please note, we have not discussed till now how to pick up the idea. So far, we have discussed only how to shortlist an idea in module 1. So let me take an example to explain you. Let's say you have a 3 idea. From the first idea, 20 people showed interest. And from the second one, 10. And the last one, only 5 people showed interest. And it's all free interest, okay? Because people have not paid for these interest. So the question is, which one would you decide to pursue out of these 3 ideas? So of course, the one with the 20 interest, right? So the conclusion is, you will always find a few people showing interest in your idea, but you have to pick the idea that not only garners interest, but also leads to the purchases. So how to pick the right ideas will be discussed in the next module, module 2. So remember, last module was only about shortlisting few ideas from the bunch of ideas which you generated. Ramya, I hope you're clear. Moving to the next one. So the next question is from Shivam. What about conducting surveys among the colleagues, friends, and a family? This could potentially save my lot of time. Shivam, I'll not at all recommend this. Let's understand why. If you do that, then there are more chances that you get a biased or misleading response because these people already know you. So the chances are they simply say, yes, it's a good idea. You just go for it. I hope you're getting it. So I will always prefer to spread the idea among target audience where the people do not know you. So this way you will get an unbiased response. Moving to the next question. Next question is from Shashi. So for a new page with a low SEO ranking, how effective will it be a Google Ads? Shashi, Google Ads have no bearing on SEO and SEO have no bearing on Google Ads. Both are completely independent. Okay. Next question from Rahul. There are many businesses that worked by word of mouth. These aren't getting tested here. Rahul, it's not true. That's not true, Rahul. Again, I'm repeating. The entire first module is the measurement of people's interest. And word of mouth is also the measurement of people interest. So the conclusion is, if people are not interested in the first place, then there won't be any word of mouth. So I hope you're following it. So the conclusion is, yes, word of mouth ideas are also getting tested. Moving to the next question. So Sonali has asked here, how do you test an idea that won't find customer on social media? Yeah, that's a very simple question, Sonali. So you can use the offline approach. For example, let's say you have some idea which is for old folks, the people who are above 60 or 70. So there are more chances that this set of target audience are not using social media, which we are aware. Then you can use the offline approach to shortlist an idea. So the next question is, where I'll find the email ID of the user who will register from the landing page through the ads. So there are two things, Sahil, which you can do here. So let's understand. Let's say if you created the form while creating ads, okay? So that's the first option. Then you can download the user details on the ad platform itself. That's a very straightforward. Now coming to your question, but in case if you want the user details who have registered through your landing page, then what you need to do, then you need to get their responses, user details in your server or a database. Moving to the next question. Next question is from Soham. Digital advertising works in a B2B ideas? Yes, Soham, absolutely it will. Next question. Can you also cover how to evaluate idea around D2C branding? Ramika, same method or approaches you can use for a D2C ideas as well. So those of you who don't know D2C ideas, it's a direct to consumer ideas. So let's see some example to understand D2C brand. So the example is the men company, the shaving company for the men, guys. It's a D2C brand. So basically what's happening here is instead of selling through the retailers, it sells directly to the customer. And you know, our shortlisting process is a great way to test D2C brand as well. What you're essentially doing is you are figuring it out why there is any need of such product or services. And our shortlisting process tells you whether the user shows interest in your product or not. So the conclusion is, yes, you can use the same process for the D2C ideas as well. Next question. What if someone is in the college and still want to do it, but have some money issue? That's a very good question. So Ashok, first of all, thoda to paisa lagana hoga, thoda paisa dalna padega. And in this scenario, what I'll suggest is you can go with an offline approach, which requires comparatively lesser money. Also, Ashok, let's think in this way. If you just start working on an idea without going through the process, then you end up losing a lot of money. So please note, no one puts money or a fund starting itself. And by the way, in detail about the fundraising, we will discuss later on. That's altogether a separate module. So I could say that I can conclude, in fact, the best and the cheapest way to figure it out is the shortlisting process, which we have discussed in the starting itself. This is one of the best and cheapest way. So everyone, that concludes the Q&A of the first module. And I can see that only very few people have asked questions this time. So starting next session, I will be expecting more questions to be put out in the comment section. And if you like this, please do not forget to subscribe our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the update on the next session. Also, everyone, our next session will be on how you can go about picking up the right idea from the shortlisted one. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you in the next session.